Speaking of someone that's close to Claude. Okay, get back.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Great Tree Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion. Now in control of the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the Kingdom Army begins to invade Imperial territory. In response, the Imperial Army garrisons soldiers at Fort Merceus.
Wednesday. Curious how what the dude is doing. Yes. I am worried that this might be a whole video on support because the dude. We'll see.
Here for the flowers again?
Not particularly.
You might as well have a look while you are here. I have two things to say. First, I thank you for supporting His Highness in my absence. But I must also admonish you for taking your own well-being too lightly. On several occasions, I have seen you protect others by putting yourself in harm's way. I am grateful for your efforts, but I feel you should place a higher value on your own life. His Highness relies on you, as do I.
You need not worry.
Then show that with your actions. We cannot afford to lose an invaluable asset like you. And this greenhouse would be a more lonely place without you in it. It would not be fair to the flowers to leave me their only caretaker. Someday, I hope to show you a whole landscape of these flowers in full bloom.
You mean Dusker?
Yes. Once this conflict is over, and His Highness ascends the throne, I believe it can be done. You must live at least until then. Understood?
Same to you. I don't want to lose you.
That's true enough. I had not thought much of my own life until now, except that I would gladly cast it aside for His Highness. That is still true. But now I desire to see the end of this war. Until I can show you the fields of Dusker and bloom, I will go on living.
Yes, and his motivation increase. Awesome.
We have received a report from our spy. It would seem the Empire is gathering troops at Fort Merceus. This is undoubtedly in response to us taking the Great Bridge of Myrddin. Their numbers are more than double ours. We believe that the Emperor herself may be leading them.
Uh-oh.
If House Regan can reconcile with House Gloucester sooner than later, then Claude can proceed with his plan to rally the Alliance Lords, gather troops, and invade Empire territory.
At this rate, 3 military forces will be clashing at Gronder Field.
Just like 5 years ago.
If you wish to indulge in nostalgia, do it elsewhere.
Shut up, Dimitri!
I'm afraid the difference in military strength is far from negligible. While we are elite soldiers, I am still uneasy about this.
If possible, I'd like to request reinforcements right away. If we can rely on any of the major kingdom houses for military support, it would be House Karen, I'd wager.
Why them?
House Karen has yet to declare fealty to the Empire.
It is also my home.
That makes it convenient.
I will make the request to my father. With things as they are, I don't think he can refuse. The Church has long protected me. I am certain that any request from the Church will be answered to the utmost of their ability.
Very well. We're counting on you, Catherine.
I suppose that is all we can do for now.
So it would seem. Though if there are any other avenues worth exploring, I would suggest...
Dimitri, stop! Oh, allying with the Alliance? Cool.
Ah, good point. We have no reason to engage the Alliance directly.
Even if we do receive Count Karen's aid, we still won't have the troops we need to face the Empire.
But if we join forces with the Alliance, then our numbers will rival the Empire's.
They join forces.
Agreed. It's about the only thing we can do. For now, let's send a messenger and try to figure out what the Alliance hopes to achieve.
It's hard to believe this decisive battle will take place at Gronder Field. I imagine that place is full of memories for all of you.
We won the Battle of the Eagle and Lion back in the day. It seems like a lifetime ago.
I can't help but remember, even though I wish I didn't.
Our feast after the battle. I remember it well. We all had so much fun together.
You will point out the feast, would you, Ingrid?
No! Please, stop it. I had finally put all of that out of my mind. This isn't right. They're our friends. We used to study together. We shouldn't be fighting them.
Why not march up to Her Majesty in a reminder of that? Oh, that's right. Because you want to live to see tomorrow.
No matter who the enemy is, I will fight for His Highness.
Tell me, Boar Prince, do we stand a chance?
Who knows?
If we lose, we'll have died for you. I hope you know that.
Think it through.
That's enough, Felix. We must focus on the battle ahead.
Shut up, Felix! Don't talk to my son like that. But I'm just... No! Shut up!
Make your peace before we depart. It's kill or be killed out there. We will cross blades with the Empire, but it's possible we will also have to strike down the Alliance.
Your Highness, do you feel no hesitation about killing your former friends?
If they must die, I will kill them. Nothing could be simpler.
Look at Felix, he's just like, oh my gosh, this dude. Cannot believe it. Sunday. Let's see what we only got one retribution. Okay, so I don't have to do that. That's already been done. Oh yes, we got plenty with the do. We're not ready yet. Okay, just want to make sure so it's not telling me you're too late. Okay, first things first. Oh, and Gilbert has something for Annette. All right, let's go one by one.
Hey, wait.
What is it?
You defended me in battle. Why?
His Highness does not wish for our military strength to be depleted. The loss of your strength would be significant.
You are a colossal idiot. One slip up and you would have died. You think you would have been happy about that?
No, I do not.
Then why protect me? I thought you were his mindless weapon, his sword and shield.
I heard about your brother. He was a Dusker. He died to protect His Highness.
He did, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Are you repaying some kind of debt? I hope you're not going to praise his death. I hear enough of that from my old man.
I will not praise it then. Instead, I will say I would have done the same in his position. Is it really so unnatural to put one's life on the line to protect a brother in arms?
To hear a rabid dog call me a brother in arms.
Your insults are merely an attempt to avoid addressing me as what I am. I am a man of Dusker, yet you were concerned for my life.
Concerned is a strong word. Your death would have been unpleasant, that's all.
Coming from you, that is enough.
What's that supposed to mean? I just meant... never mind. Okay, go ahead, protect me. But if you act like a fool and get yourself killed, I'll kill you.
How can you kill me, if I am already dead?
You know what I meant.
Felix, such a tsundere. Sylvain!
Oh, this is delicious. I can't believe I made it.
Yes, you do have some talent.
What's the matter? Have I got something on my face?
No, Sylvain. Recently I've heard rumors about you.
Oh yeah? Which ones? Is it that I'm terrible to girls? Or the rumor where I bring terrible misfortune to the girls I date? I don't, by the way, in case you're about to ask. Oh, I also heard about how I'm total trash and everyone should avoid me. That might be my favorite.
Well, you don't lack for self-awareness.
The way I figure it, if I can't be respected, I can at least be well informed.
You are being described as indefensibly worthless.
Indefensibly? That's a bit harsh.
I already knew your reputation concerning women, but these new rumors deprive you of all redemption. I did try to correct them, but I doubt I was believed.
Well, thank you all the same. Listen, you don't need to worry what people think about me. As you well know, it's not easy to correct misunderstandings or change people's minds. And if I'm going to behave so badly, it seems misunderstandings are inevitable.
I could not be silent. You saw me as a person, rather than merely as someone from Duscur. I want you to be seen as a person, too.
I appreciate that, Dedue. You think the world will ever see us that way?
Maybe.
I can't tell if you're joking or not, but I like it.
Then we will get along.
Alright, that actually was a pretty good support. I want to see what's happening next. Ingrid.
Are you injured?
Dedue, saving the day again?
Apologies.
I'm the one who owes you an apology. You've saved my life how many times now? If I keep being so callous, I'll seem ungrateful.
No matter.
But
I'm accustomed to it.
I'm sorry, Dedue.
Why?
Because the way I speak to you is unnecessarily harsh. The truth of it is, I lost someone very dear to me in Duscur. The punishment came swift to your people, and when I heard of the slaughters, well, I thought it was a punishment well earned. I thought the people cruel and heartless, deserving of the tragedy that ultimately befell them. But you're different. You seem nothing like the people of whom I speak. So why not speak back against how I and so many others feel? Why not question this unfair prejudice and tell me I haven't the right to hold a grudge against you? If you just speak to me, if you tell me the truth about all of this.
I do not know the truth of it myself. His Highness says the tragedy was not the fault of my people. But just like anywhere, there were many different people in Duscur. Some very good, and others very bad. It is not unimaginable that some may have conspired to take part in that wickedness. Perhaps we are merely victims. Or perhaps we are regicidal monsters.
Whatever the truth of it is, you are not to blame. The people I hate are the ones who are responsible for that whole mess. You just got caught up in all of it.
Ingrid.
You've rushed to my side. You've saved me countless times. I am sorry for how I've treated you. Truly.
If you think of me as your ally, that will suffice. For me, that is enough.
I cannot wait to see their level A. Flame. Cooking class.
Hello there, Dedue. I just want to say that I am really terribly sorry.
For what?
I tried to cook on my own. It was an absolute disaster. Adding that seasoning. Adding all that seasoning. What a mistake.
Mistakes happen.
But Chef, that is, Dedu, I defied your instructions. Quite blatantly, I might add. I tried to cook before I had gained mastery over the tools. I have been a terrible student. Are you going to stop teaching me now?
Is that what you want?
Not in the slightest. I desperately want to learn from you.
As you were then.
Truly?
You have not disappointed me. The food itself tasted awful, of course, but there was more to it than that. I could feel the thought you put into it, the wish to please others, to be faithful to what you've learned.
You actually ate the food I made?
I did. The ingredients were chopped to perfection. You also seem to have learned how to handle fish without my instruction.
I learned by watching you.
You have talent. One day you will surpass me.
I was certain you would be angry with me. It is decided then. Someday, you will exclaim that something I made is delicious. I do not quite know how many years it will take, but I am willing to rise to the challenge. Please help me get there.
I will. However long it takes, I look forward to it. Now, your next lesson will consist of the selection and seasoning of ingredients.
Of course, Chef. Dedu, rather.
Call me whatever you want.
Oh, this is so exciting. Let me see. Chef Dedu, Master Chef Duda, oh, Supreme Chef Deddy Pie.
I suppose I've already committed.
Oh, I know! Chef Deddles!
God damn. Oh, we're done with the do. Let's see Gilbert and his final support with Annette.
Hello, Father. May I have a moment?
Of course.
I read all your letters. You never stopped writing them, did you? My birthday, Mother's birthday, every possible occasion, without fail.
Yes.
So why didn't you send any of them? If you had sent even one, we would have...
Each time I thought to send one, I could not do so. Such behavior belittled my penance. Time passed, and with it my feelings of guilt toward you and your mother grew. Even though I wrote the letters, I could not send them.
I would always talk about it with Mother. If only he'd write us at least once, we'd say. We waited and waited. All those long years.
I am sorry.
I'm tired of hearing it, so just stop. Your apologies change nothing. Send those letters to Mother. She'll be happy to hear from you.
I cannot.
In that case, why don't I send them?
I have given them to you. They are yours to do with as you wish.
All right then. I'll send them. You don't get to take it back afterwards. Father, you should know that they made me happy.
Happy?
Knowing that you were thinking of us all along. We were worried about you, Mother and I. Neither of us ever came out and said it, but we thought maybe you hated us. Were trying to forget all about us.
Never. I swear it on His late Majesty and on my homeland.
I see. All right. Then swear. Swear that someday, when this war is over, you'll come back to us.
I hear you, Annette. I will return without fail.
No matter what. That's a promise you just made. If you break it, I'll never speak to you again.
Yes, I promise.
Great. Now I'm positively elated. I can't wait until we're all a family again.
I look forward to it, Annette. more than anything.
Now I'm wishing that I get their ending. See the end of those things. Okay, those things. All right. Anyways, let's just hurry up and so we can get to the exploration. We should celebrate.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The Great Tree Moon is finally upon us. It's time to celebrate a new year. We only get so many. Folks up top don't seem to be in the mood to celebrate, though. I hate war.
Everybody hates wars except for those that like to profit from wars. You guys start from the 4? You guys start at April with your New Year's, huh? Well, not that I'm complaining. Everything is different from everyone around the world. But there, as I fumbled through that.
I used to be a rather important person in the church, but I am in exile for committing a crime. I embezzled some money, but it wasn't out of greed. My hometown was pillaged, you see, and the church wasn't putting in enough to rebuild. Please, you can't tell anyone you saw me here. I'm in hiding from the army. I couldn't stand the war, the violence. I had to get away. But now that I've deserted, I can't go home. Justice, ambition, what does any of that matter if you're dead? I just want to live. Is that so wrong?
Yes, you must die as a knight. That's the way of the Kingdom of Fargus. I think you're talking about the Kingdom of Fargus, right? Are we talking about the Empire?
That Duke Fraldarius is a rather outstanding guy. Getting into his good graces isn't without challenges. If he were a bit more corrupt, he'd be much more pliable. I'm not trying to pull anything funny, just noting that he's a respectable soldier. I hear he's the sort to have drinks with his men, getting to know them personally. Just last night, he and Felix had a chat. I'm sure there's a lot to work out between them.
Oh, you're talking about... Oh, dude, I was like in a blank mind thing. Who are you talking about?
I hear he's the sort to have drinks with his men, getting to know them personally. Just last night.
Well, that Felix guy is his son, so yeah. Maybe they're trying to mend their relationship a bit.
We're fighting people we used to know from the Officers' Academy. Guess that's the kind of thing that happens in war, but still, it's pretty twisted. It makes me feel so... Oof. Maybe I'll just try not to think about it.
As we think about it, you're gonna start sighing. We don't need that.
We've seen the face of evil. One of its faces, at least. And the Alliance is involved now. Hopefully, we can avoid dragging Alliance territory through the horrors of war. I may have cut ties with my family, but I still want them to be safe and all.
What a pain. What an absolute pain.
What's the matter?
Concerned, are you? That's nice. A little too nice. Here's a word of warning. If anyone here asks you for a favor, it's probably just a scam.
I think you've been scammed.
Across the bridge is Burgley's territory. It marks the start of our incursion into the Empire. Worry not. I feel no trepidation as we do this. Mark how my spellcraft carries us through to Enbarr, heart of the Empire.
Okay, we put all our trust in you. Actually, no, we're gonna die. You're gonna be the cause of our death.
I can hardly believe we're crossing the borders of the Empire to battle their army. Never thought I'd see the day. You'd never guess from the calm looks on everyone's faces, though. I mean, we're probably all gonna die, let's be honest. His Highness, Lord Rodrigue, you? There's really something wrong with a lot of you, I swear.
God damn it. Be a little bit nicer.
Yeah. You know, war really is terrible. People die, food becomes scarce. Weapons and rations start selling like hotcakes. Nobles start begging for loans. Oh, anyway, where are we off to this time? I hope it's the Alliance.
Hey, buddy.
So, Claude and my father have made peace.
That is to be expected. They both prioritize their own interests above all else. So long as those interests are in alignment, they will continue to cooperate. And based on that reasoning, one might infer that the Alliance should be also willing to work with the Kingdom's military. I highly doubt Claude would refuse to assist us if we were to ask.
Of course. I mean, what is there to gain by going to war with us? Speaking of someone that is close to Claude. Okay, get back!
I heard the next battle might take us to Gronder Field. Is that right? Reminds me of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. But of course that was a very different time. When it was over, all 3 class heads complimented each other on their bravery. And then we had a party. But we can never go back to that, can we?
I mean, we could have a party afterwards. It's called Party of Celebrating Those Who Died. I'm being loaded.
I once saw the prince patting the head of an orphan from the monastery. Does this mean even that cruel man has some empathy in his heart? Was it just a random whim? Maybe my eyes just tricked me.
As powerful as our knights are, we're outnumbered by a long shot. This won't be easy. It's crazy to attempt this. I guess I'm crazy to go along with it.
Well, you're also crazy for trying to kill the Death Knight, although I had like Cynthia take care of that.
Say we do manage to take down Edelgard here. What do you think His Highness will do next? As long as there's a plan, I won't complain. I just, you know, want to know there is a plan.
Head to the Kingdom capital first?
Well, I'd be happy if that were the case, but I don't figure that'll actually happen. All this isn't just gonna magically end the moment we kill Edelgard. It's gone too far. I suppose we should focus on the battle right in front of us, instead of what happens later.
You see that? He's been like that ever since we got back this Garrett Mock place thing.
You have my sincerest gratitude. Circumstances and my wounds have prevented me from being by His Highness's side these 5 years. I am grateful that you have found him for me. I am once again in your debt.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
I can finally kill her. Finally.
I can avenge them.
Don't you sound so happy.
Oh, it's you, Professor. Sorry, I was a little lost in thought there.
All alone?
About all that has happened and all that is to come. I'm sure the battles ahead will not be easy, but please take good care of His Highness.
Okay.
Each time we press forward, our search for Rhea broadens to a wider area. I certainly hope we will find at least some clue. But I do suspect I already know where she is. If I'm right, and she is in the Imperial capital, then we cannot save her until we topple the Empire.
Forsooth! It's so not too crowded. Let me go over here first. This is a combination I don't think I've ever seen before.
The thought of fighting people who were once our friends, it makes my heart heavy. If it was gonna come to this, maybe I should have avoided making friends with people from the Empire and the Alliance to begin with.
I don't think that's the right attitude.
I just don't know, Professor. I'm having a hard time with it. It did often seem strange to me at the Academy that we were studying with all these people from all over the world. But I feel like I've finally started to understand the real reason behind it. The more you get to know people from other places, the harder you'll try to avoid fighting wars with them.
Yeah, but unfortunately that didn't go well with Edelgard. Her heart is so stone cold.
I'm glad you're the one giving orders on the battlefield, Professor. I don't think we should trust Dimitri with that task.
Yeah.
Although it's thanks to his obsession that we're wasting no time, taking the shortest route to defeating the Empire. I just can't see a bright future for this army, fighting as we are under the banner of a prince possessed. Even if we do succeed in defeating the Empire, I wonder what will become of Fodlan. I apologize. Whenever I'm with you, I speak more openly than I should. Please keep this between us.
Hey everybody! I think like Cynthia saying that Dimitri's gonna lead Fodlan to destruction. Is that what you mean?
So, we're finally going to set foot in the Empire. I'm starting to get a little nervous. I guess there's a good chance we'll be fighting more old friends from here on out.
If we defeat the Imperial army at Gronder Field, what will our next objective be? I guess we won't have much choice but to try to take Fort Merceus, on the far side of Gronder Field. It's probably too soon for us to be thinking about that, isn't it? The battle just ahead of us is far from certain.
What are you guys talking about?
I heard Edelgard is going to be leading her forces personally in the next battle. Seems pretty reckless to charge right into this one. I'm not sure I like our chances. What do you think?
As long as you're here, I'll be fine.
Hey, how come you only ever flatter me in times like these? What am I supposed to make of that? Anyway, we've come this far. Let's just keep putting one foot in front of the other and see how far we get.
Just accept the compliment.
Thank you for bringing me here. I've been given permission to take part in this next mission, too. I'll finally be able to avenge my brother. I swear. I'll take down that monster.
Oh no, I don't think you should take part of the next mission.
Catherine will surely be able to convince Count Karen. All that remains is to wait for a response from the Alliance side. For now, there are preparations to be made for the coming battle.
Is that why she's not here at the moment? I think I've seen her around.
Yet another grand battle awaits. Many will lose their lives.
Let's fight our hardest to stay alive.
Yes, let's. We must both make it home in one piece. Even considering those we are up against. Friends from a time now past. I won't hold back.
I hope you're talking about Hubert, Edelgard, Claude, and any other faceless people that we haven't... well, I don't know about. I hope those are the friends you're talking about. Yeah, the maiden's name is not here. I guess she's coated white for now.
You there!
Ah, is there something I can do for you, Constance?
Is there something you can do? Of course there is!
Well, what is it?
It ought to be plain.
I do not follow. Please, clarify what you mean.
Have you forgotten the day I revealed to you my silly little dream? If you weren't paying attention, I shall be cross.
Oh, yes. You must be referring to the oblique request you made concerning peaks and valleys. Not seeing a peak ahead of you, you hoped I might help lift you out of your lowly
Precisely! You've summed it up completely. Now that you know of what I speak, I want you to forget it immediately. Act as if you heard nothing.
You want me to forget the occasion you just asked me to remember. I see. Before I discard this memory entirely, might I be so bold as to ask why?
Is it not obvious? I don't want my weakness bandied about. I vowed to restore House Nouvelle through my own grand achievement. Just as I would not abandon this dream, I would not accept it being handed to me. Though if I am to be quite honest, the real reason is that letting you in on this vulnerability was an indiscretion I won't repeat.
I see. What a curious situation.
I don't take your meaning.
The hand of fate stripped everything from me, leaving me vulnerable and exposed. To borrow your words, I was in a valley, and a thick shroud of fog obscured the peak before me. Now, the cloud has lifted a bit, and I can see a glimpse of what lies ahead.
And what, dare I ask, do you see?
There is a towering cliff for you to scale, and a long, rocky path lying ahead of me. Rather than ascending separately, we can join hands and face these obstacles together. Then, we can reach the heights of our forebears. Or, dare I say, even higher.
Even higher, you say? Now you remind me once more of the boy I knew. I have but one concern.
And what might that be?
That I shall outpace your laggardly efforts.
Huh? I was being sincere, you know.
Alright, it's almost time.
There's quite a bit of fog settling in. We won't be able to advance our troops very far in this.
We won't be able to move at all until the fog lifts. No matter which path we take, we'll have to be patient and wait it out. Gilbert? No? Gustav? I would like to take this opportunity to speak with you about something. It's about the tragedy of Duscur. There's something about it I just can't wrap my head around.
I'm listening.
I lost a son in Duscur that day. I exhausted every last resource I had to investigate what took place there. I was startled to find that there wasn't a single shred of evidence to suggest that Lady Patricia's carriage had been attacked.
Go on.
Apart from His Highness, whose injuries left him on the verge of death, everyone else present at the time was slaughtered. Of all the victims, only the corpse of Lady Patricia, His Majesty's second wife, was never found. Isn't that right?
Surely that means she was abducted. There was no evidence of an attack, suggesting they threatened her, but did not kill her.
But what reason would they have to take her? Would it not have been better to kill her?
Perhaps she had some value as a diplomatic pawn.
Nonsense. In the many years since that day, has Lady Patricia ever been used thus?
No, not as far as I know. Then perhaps she was used for some political gain within the Empire.
Now that her daughter is the Emperor, what reason would she have to keep hiding her existence?
It is possible she passed away after returning to the Empire.
Gustav, I know this is hard for you to hear, but just consider what it would mean if Lady Patricia was involved with that incident.
Poor Dimitri.
Silence, Rodrigue. I will not allow you to tarnish her memory like that.
I do not mean to imply that she arranged His Majesty's murder or anything of the like. But Gustav, I cannot shake the feeling that the tragedy was part of a much larger conspiracy. There is more to it than we know. That much is certain.
Rodrigue! Gilbert! Please hurry!
To kill like this is inhuman.
This is one of the knights we dispatched to the leader of the Alliance. Tell me everything you know.
Sir, a soldier on patrol came across this night a short while ago, in a rocky area not far from here. Someone from the Alliance must have disposed of the body there.
Is this how the Alliance chose to inform us that they have no intention of joining our cause?
Maybe it was the Empire.
Yes. I would not hesitate to believe them capable of this.
Whatever the truth is, the other knights we dispatched are in serious danger. It's best to assume that joining with the Alliance is out of the question now.
Even with Count Karen's support, this makes our situation grim.
I never expected the Alliance to help us. Anyone who stands in my way will be crushed beneath my feet.
It is time, dear brother.
Oh boy, everybody's making a stance right now. Ferdinand's birthday. Happy flowers.
Much appreciated.
Okay, let me see. What can I could make into a War Master. I think after Grappler, War Master is the next logical conclusion to perfect you to do. Stat bonus up.
I passed.
I pass. Good for me. Alright, I think I did everything. I could do the weapon maintenance during the mission, so let's get it started. To war at Gronder. At Gronder Field, where the Battle of Eagle and Lion was once held, the house leaders of 5 years ago had a fateful reunion, but this time, the contest between the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance is no mock battle.
The Kingdom Army departs from the Great Bridge of Murden and marches south toward Enbarr, the Imperial capital. Meanwhile, the Alliance army follows from behind to invade Imperial territory, and the Empire has dispatched forces from Fort Merceus to intercept them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies, which will come to be known as the Battle at Gronder, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
To war at Gronder, blood of the eagle and lion. Alright, let's do some changes. Do we want to take Gilbert? I mean, he didn't participate in the Battle of Eagle and Lion, but at the same time, I do want to increase his Palladians class. If we were to take him, that would make all 10. Actually, I do want to take Yuri. And before we take Yuri, I want to change him back to his dancer class. I was gonna
you won't be sorry.
Get him to do tricks just so he can gain that avoidance low. So it'll be like really good for him. Let's see. I really need to organize this thing better. We don't need this. We'll switch out for special pets. There's Hubert, being as evil as possible, and she brought some pets! Aw, look at the cute pets that the Empire provided. God damn it, oh, and there's a treasure chest here too. Okay, let's see how she set this up. Let's begin. Defeat all enemy commanders. Linkaro Dimitri falls in battle.
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
And so we fight on.
You have finally appeared, Edelgard. Now, you are mine!
The Kingdom Army doesn't look too interested in joining forces with us. Let's take a moment to see how this all unfolds.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
But there's your only excuse on why the Kingdom and the Alliance are not going to be joining force. Well, besides the fact that Dimitri has no interest in joining forces. But that's my headcanon.
I'm your girl.
Always have a bolt axe. Very useful. No, you know I forgot to equip. See, he has a knowledge gem. No one else has a knowledge gem except. Yeah, that would be really horrible. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. That's what I said.
I'm in.
I think you'll be more better off if you go this way.
Mounted units, advance!
she definitely lost 10 HP. No magic? She been silenced? Oh my gosh, she's silenced. Okay then. What we need to do is get these things out of here. See, this is why my passive is so useful.
Had to be done.
The dude, level 39.
This is no time to stand idle.
Fudge. Oh well. Set you on fire now. Ultimate fire!
It won't be in vain. Reassuring.
I can still use my bolt axe. That's lovely.
I'm still here.
Still gonna hide here. Oh, that guy's gonna go after me. Let's heal you. Okay, you're going after me. I thought you were gonna go after the net, which is a big no-no.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Once again, big no-no.
All is going to plan. Pointless. Leave my sight.
And what is in this ballista? Or it could be just herself that that basically shuts, that makes a net quiet. Whichever comes first.
Don't underestimate me.
What? Man, Dimitri, this would have been a good,
Eventually, I too.
a good opportunity to just do another crit, just that for revenge. Oh no, Dimitri been silenced. Whatever shall he? Oh, I can arm. Ah, damn it! See how long I could go without bugging Claude.
I owe you. There are enemies in the central area. We need to head there immediately to protect it.
Good luck. You got Dangerous Boy, and you got, well, me.
Watch and learn.
Yeah, that would work.
Here is something to believe in.
That's the third critical hit in a row.
Must lead them well.
I'm not complaining. I'm trying to be ahead of Dimitri.
There is still room for improvement. All is going to plan.
Besides, Dimitri didn't want to do a critical hit. He had his chance.
The Empire and Kingdom are mixed up in this battle. It's a struggle to target the right one. Such are the rules of melee. We'll just have to crush anyone who isn't an ally.
Okay, now he's coming in. There's a lot of people gonna come after us.
Let's win this already.
Yeah, but Claw can go everywhere. Let's get rid of you.
You're interfering with the plan. Looks like I'll just have to get rid of you.
Get rid of this.
Fighting on will endanger my life. Your Majesty, I must withdraw.
No need to worry. We still have some troops left. So long as I stand, we won't give up.
Bolt? Enbarr. How can you do this for now?
Those fools who went up the hill will pay with their lives in the Crimson Flames.
Ah, damn it. Okay, okay. You want to stay away from Claude as possible. As I say this when I send Mercedes out to attack.
I don't expect forgiveness.
I can afford to have her attack.
This is for everyone's good.
Yeah, well, Mercedes need to stay heated for a bit. It's the only way for now.
Thank you. I shall not stray.
I'm sorry, I skipped that. I'm taking that with me, and I shall put myself right here. Meanwhile, you can come here and beat this guy. Or girl. Beat this girl.
I won't falter.
Level 40, Ash.
I'm getting closer to my goals.
You know, I just realized I forgot to set him up with a sealed defense.
So sad that our reunion should take place on the battlefield.
48. Too easy. Shoot, that's too close. Oh, God damn it, Yuri.
Boring.
Oh, this ain't good. Ow. Yeah, at least we need to get rid of Cloud now.
So you're actually alive, Teach. It's a shame you aren't on our side. Anyway, isn't the Empire your enemy? Us fighting seems like a waste.
I agree. Stop targeting me.
Yeah, I thought we had a chance, but there was no way to predict the movements of the Kingdom Army. I can't afford to die here. I have to retreat.
Take your peep. Aw. You take them right off. You know what I could have done? I could have just moved out of the way and then Ash can take care of the ballista and get rid of some of these people. No point in crying over spilled milk right now.
In the name of justice.
The only chance I have right now
We're ready.
is to
I've got an ace up my
retreat
sleeve.
back to Mount Fire. Oh, come on! Alright, fortified. See if we could survive all this.
Watch and learn. It's over.
Okay, he guarded that.
Is that it?
I'll cut you down.
Do that next time.
It was meant to be.
Oh, did I lose all my Thorons? I think I lost all my Thorons. Holy shish kebab! That did a lot of damage. The war ain't even done. But that would have done a lot of damage if that Aegis shield, that shield of his didn't protect us. Him. Okay. What to do, what to do, what to do. Here's what we're gonna do. First off, go with the safest one. I think one of the flyers can get rid of those guys. Let's see. I think we're worried about you. Move out of the way for now. Let's dismount, arm. Let's get rid of you. Ow, ow, ow. Burn! I mean, this should help a bit. But I'm losing all my gambits, which I'm trying to save for the monsters. But it cannot be helped. Get rid of you. Alright, this is the part where I ask, who needs the experience points? Okay, the first one that needs the experience points is Yuri. Now let's see if we can get some critical hits.
Step aside.
That's enough. No, wait! I was thinking... Ah, fudge. That was not enough. Gary, get back. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Oh, I was thinking... What was another one that is divisible by... Oh, I was thinking 13. I was thinking the number 13.
I'm in.
See, this is why number 13 are very unlucky. They think of nothing but bad stuff.
Give the goddess my regards, yeah.
Now Yuri to level 38.
Whatever gets me by.
What? Oh! Us!
See you in the eternal flames. I'll never be satisfied.
Of course you won't.
How reassuring.
Okay, now the alliance is done and dealt with, and we have to take care of these guys now. Actually, I could continue on sniping.
We'll cover you. You forced my hand.
Ashen Dust. It's actually going to be pretty good when we go against this guy. So I have no qualm whatsoever to use this.
I'm here. Let's crush him.
Dead. You know, I'm thinking Ash might get to MVP. Just a thought. You can risk losing some health.
I'll destroy you!
Once again, that stupid spear! That spear has been upgraded to be Super Spear, not Super Spear, Spear Plus, and it still gets a lot of good crits. Either that or Dimitri's that good. Ah, ha ha. So it's not mostly a four-way with I'm facing two groups at the same time. Damn, so slither in the dark. Okay. So I know you're not a proxy for any of the members that I jacked. Okay, first things first, let's gambit you.
It's time.
I should have brought on my horse. I'll leave Ada guard for
I'm here to help.
Witness my resolve.
Don't struggle.
70% crit. It only gets stronger and stronger each day.
With each kill, more monstrous.
I know I can rely on you.
Okay, we don't need you around here. Get out of here.
This could turn the tide.
Those who falls in the dirt.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
Alright. You can't defeat him, Edelgard. Oh shoot, she has Raging Flames. Oh, that's gonna be a bummer. Of course, she has Restore, but still. I have a sword, Edelgard. Can't defeat Dimitri.
Stab your chest, break your neck, smash your head. I will allow you to choose your own death.
I'm not interested in methods of dying. All that matters is when death takes place, not how. And I have no intention of dying today.
I'm sure all of the people you've slaughtered so far thought the same.
40%. Raging Flames. Oh, Edelgard, you screwed up this time. Because I know if I send myself out to attack. Well, Nosferatu should be able to do less damage and still get the whatever conversation they have, unless if he hits a crit. Gosh, I hope he doesn't hit a crit.
I knew when next we met, one of our paths would have to come to an end. Your journey ends here, Professor. Forever.
Never!
No
hesitation! Damn it! I should have just killed her.
I lost. Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one.
God, I should have just kept my trap shut.
I must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
Stage complete. I was MVP. BS.
So, you think you can escape, Edelgard?
Your Highness! You're alive. We have to retreat to the Great Bridge of Myrden.
That woman. We failed to capture her. I will keep pursuing. The rest of you, keep fighting!
I'm so sorry, but we can't do that. I understand how you feel, but the Imperial Army is closing in.
I'll kill all of them. No matter how many hundreds or thousands of them there are!
Uh-oh. Dimitri, look out!
You! What are you doing here? It's too dangerous. Fall back, now! Your Highness! You are...
I told you we shouldn't trust her.
Have I caught you off guard, Your Highness? Aww, does it hurt? I bet it hurts real bad, doesn't it? But it's nothing compared to what my brother felt. You will never be forgiven, you know. I will never forgive you.
You must be...
You filthy monster! It's time to die!
Dimitri! Professor! Do it now!
By the way, I killed your brother. Die!
Brother, help me.
Well, your brother's not here to help you anymore. Burn to the eternal flames.
Rodrigue! Your Highness, are you safe? Please tell me it wasn't in vain.
His punishment, it was mine to bear.
Huh? What happened to your eye? It's no longer sleepy or blackish.
There are no sins or punishments on the battlefield.
No, don't die. Please don't die. Father, stepmother, Glenn, they all died and left me behind. Rodrigue, are you to join the ghosts who shadow my every move? This is my fault. I'm the one who killed you, as surely as though I had wielded the blade.
Your Highness, you have one thing terribly wrong. None of them, none of us, died for you. I'm dying for what I believe in, just as they did. Your life is your own. It belongs to no other, living or dead. Live for what you believe in. Dimitri, my boy, you really do look just like His Majesty. What are you saying, Lambert?
I am heading to Dusker, and before you start, nothing you could say would change my mind. You worry too much, my friend. So far, relations with Dusker have been going smoothly, wouldn't you say? You, of all people, should appreciate how critical these negotiations are.
Of course I do, but for the king himself to make the journey, you must admit that it's dangerous. And His Highness is still so young. If the worst should happen...
Even if the worst should happen, he would be okay. He's a smart boy, Rodrigue. Even if he should lose his father, I have no doubt that he will grow to be a good and respectable man.
Lambert.
However, if he ever starts down the wrong path, and I am not here to set him straight, I am trusting you to do so in my stead, old friend. Promise me.
Lambert, my promise.
We could have done that promise like one chapter ago, when we got you recruited. Ah well, the whole point is that the message has been sent. Well, and Felix lost his dad. God damn it, that gotta hurt. Well, depends if he really liked his dad.
What do you want?
Where are you going?
It doesn't concern you.
It does.
Get out of my way. No.
You're going to Enbarr, aren't you? Do you really think that will appease the dead?
Silence! You have no idea what you're talking about. Death is the end. No matter how much lingering regret a person has, after death, they are powerless.
They cannot even wish for revenge, much less seek it out. Hatred, regret. Those burdens fall on the shoulders of those who are left behind.
You call my dad then.
And so I must continue down this path. I already told you as much. It is far too late to stop.
You're wrong.
Do not waste your breath with some nonsense about how I should move on with my life for their sake. That is merely the logic of the living. It's meaningless. Those who died with lingering regret, they will not loose their hold on me so easily. But you seem to have all the answers. So tell me, Professor. Please tell me. How do I silence their desperate pleas? How do I save them? Ever since that day 9 years ago, I have lived only to avenge the fallen. Even my time at the Officers' Academy was also that I could secure my revenge and clear away the regret of the dead. It was the only thing that kept me alive. My only reason to keep moving forward.
You must forgive yourself.
But then who or what should I live for?
Live for what you believe in.
What I believe in? Rodrigue said the same thing. But is it possible? I am a murderous monster. My hands are stained red. Could one such as I truly hope for such a life? As the sole survivor of that day, do I have the right to live for myself? Your hands are so warm. Have they always been?
Time to put an end to your suffering, man. No! I realized that when I said that, it sounds like... now that we ended like this, it sounds like I'm going to stab for the poor boy. Oh. Oh. But I mean, time to end your suffering, I mean... it's time to let go and move on. But we'll see what Violet actually does. What he actually does from this point on. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Well. There goes his other dad. Well then, I guess I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me on this episode. So, I shall... Well, I already say see you later. Bye-bye.
Reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. No, I wish I could stay here and share.